Welcome back, gamers and collectors. I'm Millie, and today we're going over Urban Jungle. Is Urban Jungle the Unpacking upgrade we didn't know we needed? Let's find out. First off, great big thank you to the game devs for gifting me a review code for the game. I played a demo for this game last year during Steam Next Fest, and what I wasn't expecting when this game actually released was storyline. The story was a happy surprise for me, and it definitely hit home. In this game, you play as Ayta Borisova. I think I'm saying that right. The story follows how she's facing pressure from her mom to have a successful and traditional career, but she has a passion for plants, and that's a common theme throughout the whole game. Story-wise, it's very similar to Unpacking, where you unlock more story as you progress from space to space. But the difference here is that in Unpacking, you get that story with zero written narrative. But in Urban Jungle, you do have written narrative. It's very similar to Venba, where you'll have snippets of conversation with different characters that will bring a lot of story and life to the game. The gameplay mechanics are also very similar to Unpacking. There will be a few boxes here and there to unpack as you're moving into new spaces, but then you also have the added element of the plants. And I have to say, each space that you move into really tells part of the story. Like, for example, when you're working that corporate job, she has this really tiny, depressing apartment, and you can really feel that. At its heart, this game is a puzzle game. Each plant has their own likes, dislikes, and needs. So some plants need sunlight, some need humidity. You also have companion plants, which means that some plants like to be next to other plants and they don't like to be next to others. Successfully placing a plant where its needs can be met will help you score points in the game. These points will be used to purchase more plants and progress the story. When you get opportunities to buy new plants, 5 will pop up at a time and you can choose 2 of the 5. It will randomly pick those 5 plants, and so as you're playing the game, you want to try and unlock new plants that you've never seen before. Once you've unlocked a plant, you'll actually also unlock it in creative mode, where you'll be able to freely place items, place plants, furniture, and decorate. In my playthrough, I was not able to collect all the plants, so there is some motivation there to replay the game. Also, when you get to choose plants, there will be some options that are free and some options that cost coins. Coins are earned when you complete objectives in the game. Objectives can be things like pet Rufus the cat, or organize certain items, or place plants in certain places. The objectives are easy and fun to complete, and I was able to complete all of the objectives in my playthrough, earning me a Steam achievement. You'll also have the option of moving around some of the smaller objects in the game, so if you want to tidy up the space a little bit before you start placing your plants, you can do that. You'll also find lamps and humidifiers that you can move around in the space and turn on and off in order to help meet plants' needs. Once you've earned a certain amount of points, you can progress to the next level. The story progresses with each level that you complete, and I have to say I absolutely loved the story. It definitely hit home as someone who has a corporate job and a little bit of burnout. Every time you complete a level, you'll also unlock that level in creative mode. In creative mode, you'll be able to freely place items such as furniture, plants, and accessories, so you can basically just decorate the space as you want. There are no requirements for the plants in these creative mode settings, so you don't have to meet their sunlight needs or their humidity needs. You can just freely place wherever you want. I found the music in this game very relaxing. You'll get a satisfying pop every time you place a plant and earn coins. Now, I do have just a couple of critiques. One thing that I kept wanting while I was playing the game was the ability to see the requirements for each plant. Now, there is a toggle you can turn on and off that will show you a really quick overview of if they need sunlight, humidity, or if they're next to a plant that they like. But it doesn't tell you exactly which plants they like, so if you need to reference that, you have to pick up the plant in order to see it. I also found turning on lamps and humidifiers just a little bit awkward because you couldn't just turn them on. You had to pick them up in order to turn them on. And then you could place it back down where it was, but I just felt like I should be able to turn them on without picking them up. I completed the game in about 3.5 hours, but I have to say I was left feeling like I wanted to play the game all over again, which is not something I had with Unpacking. With Unpacking, I actually kind of felt stressed playing that game because it's a little bit disorganized. You never knew what was going to come out of a box, and every box was packed really unorganized. You would find bathroom and kitchen items in the same box. In Urban Jungle, that is not an issue. The boxes that you unpack are very organized, and there's only a few items in each one, so I didn't feel like I was overwhelmed. So did I like Urban Jungle more than Unpacking? Yes, I did. Are both of them great games? Yes, they are. Will you like Urban Jungle? I think you'll like it if you can relate to that storyline of having a corporate job or maybe having a passion that you want to turn into a career. I also think you'll like this game if you enjoy plants and decorating. And last but not least, I think you'll enjoy this game if you like a little bit of light puzzling. And if you enjoyed Unpacking, I definitely think you'll enjoy Urban Jungle. Another great perk of Urban Jungle, it is half the price of Unpacking. So Unpacking is about $20 full price, and Urban Jungle is about $11 full price USD. I definitely think it's worth your money if you enjoy short games and don't mind an experience that's only going to last you a few hours. There is that creative mode though, so if you want to keep playing or you want to replay the game again, you have those options. For me, I just felt like I related to the story in Urban Jungle so much. It was really just perfect timing and exactly what I needed to relax and just kind of like rethink my life. I actually wasn't even planning on making this long form video review, but because I loved the game so much, I decided that I needed to. It just deserved it. I hope I did a good job explaining the game to you. I hope this gives you a better idea if the game is for you. If you enjoyed this review, don't forget to like the video and follow along if you want to see more content like this. I'm a cozy gamer and a Nintendo collector, so you'll see a variety of videos on my channel, such as vlogs, collection videos, short form videos. I do all sorts of things. And if you made it to the end of the video, then comment cozy plants below. From one collector to another, happy gaming, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye!